Hey you guys, it's your girl Sarah the One back at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that follow, hit the notification bell. Bing. Comment. Let me know if you like the vibe, you like the flow. Let me know if anything resonates as well too. We are about to get into Tarot Flame episode 3. It is a pick a number, pick a card series, but I'm gonna do an overall read, and as I read, if I feel called, I may reference certain numbers or I may get into the numbers. I'm kind of free flowing today for this episode. A couple of the episodes may be like this, and a couple may be consistent with the pick a card. So it's giving like a collective overall type of energy. So yeah, fingers crossed. Right off the bat, Brenay, Akira, and Tim coming to me. So if you know, you know. If you've been following them on social media, like it was about the story. What in the story is real life. Akira was married to Tim. And if I'm in and out of the frame, y'all okay. But Akira was married to Tim. And basically, okay, let's get into it. There's Brenay, Akira, Devin, and Tim, okay? So, everybody is childhood friends, community, same school type shit, except for Akira. Akira come in later on. So, Brenay, Tim, and Devin, right? Brenay and Tim, I think Tim was like Brenay's, allegedly, I'm not sure. I think Tim was Brenay's like first or something like that, like first person that she had sex with. If not, she had sex with him, right? But later on, and this was in high school, later on, Tim hooked Devin, which is his cousin or like homeboy, like up with Brenay. So first of all, that's already a red flag. I mean, I know people do this, and I know a lot of people in other cultures do this. And honestly, pause. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I've been thinking like, would I care if any of my exes messed with like cousins or friends? And I would because I would think it's a respect thing, and because honestly, like, oh, I'm getting a lot of downloads. This is going to be messy, but this is an overall episode. General message, entertainment purposes only. This shit is going to be messy. I don't know that I would get mad to the point to where I'm jealous. I would just think like a respect thing, because like especially if I had intercourse with them, like why would you want somebody I had sex with? But you know what this is giving, that I had just got a download for, that I heard? It's giving like somebody, and this is a channel message, but it's entertainment purposes only. But somebody, whenever y'all see this is a confirmation, okay? Or somebody you know, a cousin or family member, is sleeping with one of your exes or has slept with one of your exes. But the only reason they did it is so that they can siphon energy from you. So it had to be like recent enough to where y'all just broke up, or y'all getting over the breakup, or maybe you still got feelings, but I don't even think you got feelings. I think it had to be, and it could be past as well too. So I may be confirming something from the past, like your cousin or a family member slept with one of your exes. This could be male or female. You could be male or female. This is messy. But back to the story with Brenay and them. So yeah, Tim hooked Devin up with Brenay on purpose. This is all in 4K. And then Brenay and Devin get married. And then later on, Akira comes into the picture. And Akira is like, and Brenay are like real close friends or whatever. And Tim and Akira getting married and have kids. And Akira hold the house down. 3:33 was on the clock. And come to find out, whole time Brenay was trying to get Tim back, and she didn't want Devin. Or maybe she did want Devin, but I think she didn't like that Devin didn't do what she wanted, or she didn't like the aesthetic of Devin, or she just, I don't know. I feel like, and I'm channeling this, but I never thought to channel energy when I'm watching stuff like in real time in people's real life on like influencer stuff. But when you think about it, it's probably just like when people pull tarot cards on stuff with people in the collective or whatever, or in the world. But I'm getting like, allegedly, right? This is my own take. Devin just didn't want to do the stuff Brenay wanted. And I think Brenay really just want a yes man, honestly. And for some reason, Tim gave the vibe that he would be the yes man. But I think if you know, you've been watching it. Like, I think Tim, even though they've been knowing each other a long time or whatever, I think, of course, he just wants the clout and the money. Because he also had like these old ass, I ain't gonna say, was it hoop dreams or football dreams or something like that, and it didn't work or whatever. So it's giving he probably got like this energy of like, I never made it. And so I need that like type of energy, if that makes sense. So it's like, work with me, y'all. I'm very psychological. But it's giving like, I didn't make it, right? So I need, or I'm in a situation to where I see somebody who got the same type of energy that I need or I want. Meaning, I think of everything as energy, right? Which is also something I'm working on. So for me, it's basically saying, I see Brenay in that same energy of the thing that I want and I crave, because I didn't make it in my football or whatever, football or basketball situation. And so she has the energy of that what I want. It ain't her, it's the energy of that what I want. So since she has it, I want to take it, or I want to have it, or I want it to fill me up. And I was watching some earlier, and it was saying like, men don't have to be like traditional warlocks, but if for some reason you are in a connection, and this doesn't apply to every connection, because there are some genuine connections where your man down, you hold him down, it's okay. But I am a sprinkle lady, so just please take this lightly, because I'm very much a sprinkle lady. I'm a sprinkle lady. I'm a sprinkle lady. If you don't know, go find it. Go look it up. But since y'all are tarot flame babies, there are some rare instances where this may be the case, right? Take it as it resonates. And even though I'm talking about an ex cheating, so I'm not talking about your current partner or a partner coming in, right? This is something about an ex. So this is very relevant to an ex. So keep up. I'm not talking about a current partner. Keep in mind. And I do a lot of disclaimers because I don't want y'all to get all messy. Like, this shit be messy already in the tarot flame, twin flame type of community. But for me and the collective I build and the way I see it and the way God gives it to me, I don't do the third party shit. I don't do the cheating. Your nigga cheated and he got a bitch over here, and you ain't gotta be white for me to say nigga. And I'm not calling you a nigga, and I'm not calling your man a nigga. That's how I talk. But I don't do all that over there. So I'm talking about an ex. Okay, I'm not talking about your person. I'm not talking about your divine counterpart. I'm not talking about your kingdom marriage or nothing like that. Okay. And there's other things I can say, but I'll get into it in another episode. So, damn, I lost my train of thought. But it's giving like Tim saw the energy on Brenay, right? So, okay, so Tim will be the ex. Like, keep up. So, oh yeah, Tim will be the ex. So, Tim is like, ooh. And you could be Akira, and then Tim is your man, and then Brenay is like the cousin, the family member, or the friend that fucked your man. Keep up. That's why I'm telling the story. So, keep up. Okay? Man or female. I mean, even if Akira is the and Devin are the main ones, we focusing on Akira, Tim, and Brenay specifically because of the lawsuit. It's something with justice and law and judgment is significant right now. So some of y'all could just know and been waiting on karma to hit their ass, and now it's going to hit their ass, or something is about to hit because I'm bringing it to your consciousness that you already knew. Okay, so anyway, Tim sees that energy on Brenay, right? If you know, you know. And so Tim see that energy on Brenay. And you're like, why the fuck you keep repeating yourself? Work with me now. I'm talking to y'all like y'all the homegirl. Like, bitch, hurry up. I know, friend. I know, friend. I know, friend. I know. So he like, whether he's consciously aware of it like that or not, he's attracted to that energy, right? Brenay got the clout. She's an influencer. She got the money. She got the lifestyle. She still exudes this type of effect or reality that he wishes, or lifestyle he wishes to be in, but he never got it, right? Or he hasn't succeeded in it as of yet. When he with Akira, he's in a more, mundane day-to-day lifestyle, which nothing is wrong with the mundane or the normal lifestyle. But again, this is what he craved. This is what he's been striving for. So Tim sees Brenay. They already been cool. They already been friends. Keep in mind, Brenay as well is like, Devin ain't been doing what I do, which a lot of people pointed out a lot, not insignificant. A lot of people pointed out when they was doing like the dissertations on YouTube and TikTok, like just how the relationship and why this and why that and their opinions. But like, you would always see Brenay getting agitated with Devin because he just would try to do it, or she didn't like how he did it, or he wouldn't do it at all, right? And honestly, I feel like that's important in like a lot of influencer relationships, or even if you're a celebrity or a public figure. Like, your man or your girl may not want to be doing that shit, and like they gonna do it to make you happy, but like they may not want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's another sidebar. So that's stress in a relationship. Like, that's just a lot. And I don't know. I got a lot to say about this, because even like, okay, I'll talk about that later. I'll be rambling. So anyway, they both not getting what they need, right? In a way, Brenay not getting what she need, physically, clout wise, energetically, and Tim not either. And I feel like that's why vibrationally, energetically, they matched. It ain't just because, you know, they say, oh, they elfed back around in the day and she always loved him. I don't think that was the case. I think it was energy, because everything is energy and everything is about attraction. And I feel like no matter if the intent was good or not, no matter if the intent was off of ego, fame, clout, just low vibe shit, that's why they attracted each other, okay? And when you do that, you still have to account for what that'll look like in the physical, right? It was all energy and spiritual. That's still spiritual in the sense that's energy and spirit, right? They just keep up. So then in the physical, it could look like Brenay trying to lure him out, but then Tim falling for it. But also, let's be honest, it probably wasn't just Brenay. We get on Brenay so much, it takes two to tango. Tim was doing it too. It's not just the female. He was doing it too. He's allowing it, right? He's talking, he's conversing, he's saying the things. So it's not just her. We focus on the female so much. It's him. He's allowing it. He's initiating. He's setting the mood. He's setting the scene. He letting her know how it's gonna be, how it's gonna set up, when it's the right time. Like, it's him, right? It's not just the woman. Okay, so keep that in mind. So yeah, and the end of the result, if we just fast forward, is that Akira, which is Tim's wife or ex-wife now, she sues Brenay for alienation or something like that. It's a law of alienation in North Carolina for, like, basically if you get cheated on, you can sue the person who is like the culprit or the other person in a scenario of a third party connection, if you can prove they're the reason for the divorce or separation of your marriage. And she did, and she proved it, right? So it's something about you are about to prove, or you're about to see, or something is about to be proved for you about an oversight of a connection of an ex, someone you're no longer with, of how some sort of made up story came together about you, them, and somebody else. Now, this could have been someone you really had a strong connection with, because I keep looking at my cards and soul connection is here. But this could have been someone you thought you was going to marry. Maybe y'all never really had a lot of issues like that. Because I feel like Akira, like, I heard they argue, but I feel like everybody, especially with them, they young, but kind of like growing, like, I feel like a lot of people go through those growing pains and stages. But I don't recall, and somebody can quote me, of her saying that Tim cheated on her before or anything like that, but I could be wrong. So it just gives like that kind of scenario, like you probably didn't get cheated on, never thought they would cheat, and it was just odd anyway, and you probably, even if you saw the signs of it in your face, you just didn't think that because you had just such a 13. A 2013 could be significant. Y'all could be together since y'all was 13 years old. Y'all can have a 13-year-old as a significant. Children are significant. You just never thought, this butterfly I'm looking out, transformation is significant. You just never thought, a slug as well too. You just never thought that this person would do that to you because they never gave those kind of flags, those kind of signs, or you never had those kind of issues. Maybe I was together 13 years. Yeah, it's definitely giving marriages. 13 years is a long time, but also those long-term relationships. So yeah, you about to get some kind of sign, clue, or I'm about to help you activate and initiate it, or I just feel like smelling good. Like what that is. So I don't even know what to start with. So yeah, that's a lot. Okay, well, let me move this shit out the way. Be sure to come and like and subscribe to Flame episode 3, honey. It is giving. I guess I'll start with these, since these are the ones that pop out to me. And these are my Barbie cards. So it's giving like, whether you male or female, you know, Barbie dreams always gives like dream life, dream house, dream style. Very much well taken care of, provided for, or you a good provider, or she, you know, you provided for her. Okay, now I'm feeling the male energy. She was everything you thought she was, and then some. But she was a cloud chaser. It's also reminding me of a post I saw. Because periodically I get on my Facebook, but it's not open for public consumption. It's very private. I barely got any friends on there. Okay, I went from thousands of friends just from where I live and where I'm from to like a couple hundred, because I just don't want my people in my stuff. I'm not a public figure, right? I don't know how to put. Well, I guess I'm a public figure because I'm putting myself online to be a public figure, right? My Snap open now. I love my Snapchat, so y'all follow me on there. But I be turned up now. No judgment, okay? But yeah, it's giving the post I saw. So this guy, and I'm talking about a good man, okay, black, okay. I'm like, what? I need that, okay. So he met a girl. He blocked out her face. So it's an image. First of all, the post starts like this. I guess these stories are so relevant to you, sweetie or sir. So this guy, and y'all probably saw it. It's a guy in a suit. It's a girl in like a nice gown. You can tell in like evening cocktail attire, or maybe even like semi-formal or formal. However you look at it, you can tell like maybe went to a banquet or something like that. Her face blocked out, and it's this long post. And essentially, he met this girl, liked her, pursued her. I mean, pursued her the way you would want to be pursued, ma'am, or sir, how you are, right? You know. So he pursued her. He invited her to like I always misquote shit, y'all, so just bear with me. Let's say he invited her to like a work dinner or something, or a work event or a work banquet, but he like bought the dress, you know, paid for all the things, right? He bought her the dress. Let's say he got her hair done, dress done, nails done, something like that, to that extent, right? So she pull up, or he pick her up or whatever. They go in together, and it's like, you know, a lot of those things are like at hotels, like nice things are in nice hotels, right? So, you know, because they got those nice event rooms. So he say they get there, right? And, you know, he been talking to her. It don't seem like they've been intimate, but they could have been. But you can tell, like, he's being very respectful. He gives, like, a very respectful energy. And I'm not saying you can't be intimate and be respectful, because we all grown, right? But it just gave, like, the more, like, you know, old school vibe. But at the same time, everybody's fucking in the old school. So let me just keep talking. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then he basically was like, he was looking for his girl or whatever. Like, in his sense, you know, he referring to her as his girl. And she at a bar, laughing and giggling, touching on the arm. You so crazy. And he approaches her, and she look at him like he off the street. And then he said it hits him. Don't be giving these hoes shit. He didn't say that. But he basically was like, you know, for him, it was an aha moment, because he had to realize, in a sense, it was like he's a good man, but he needs to focus on not necessarily giving too much too soon, or just ensuring the quality of a person, not based off how they aesthetically look. So basically, and I can tell by, even though he blurred her face, I mean, you can tell like she's like a fair, well, she black. So let's say maybe like lighter than me, a little bit lighter than me or something like that. And, you know, nice figure, body was T, hair was done. It gives what it gives, right? Stereotypical, you know, I'm not gonna hold you. You know how I don't like colorism, but it is like the stereotypical light-skinned girl aesthetic or whatever. And yeah, and he basically said that because he basically was saying, he was admitting, like, I basically fell for this girl because of how she looked versus like who she was on the inside, and he let that lead him versus who she was on the inside and maybe how she looked as well, right? We still got to be physically attracted. So I don't think nobody should be mad at what they're attracted to physically. And I do believe, even though people don't like when I say this, I do believe you can get the person you want if you got a certain type of person you want, right? We got preferences for a reason. It's just what it is. But I also do think it's a lot of predatory people on all sides of that. Like, if I say I want a tall, 6'9" black man, it's a lot of men like that. And chocolate, I may get a couple dogs, you know what I'm saying? But it may be 1 out of 10 that's be good. So, you know, something like that. So, whatever. And then, you know, he could say he want a, I don't know, 5'5", 130, 145, you know, light-skinned, bust down, or light-skinned, natural hair girl. And that's okay, right? Like, that's okay. But he might have to go through about 10, 12 of them type of females before he can get him one. So, I think it's okay. I think it's possible. I think it's more so just mindset, heart, vibration, goals, beliefs, values, and then you get to the other stuff. So, yeah. That's just my opinion, though. Because I really feel like you get what you deserve and you get what you believe. But you also get what you're worth. So, you know, work on your work, your value, your beliefs, then you can get somebody who matches that, who does match what you want. And there are still a whole bunch of cases, though, where we don't get the people we aesthetically want, but we get something even greater. So it's both, right? But I still believe that, too. So it's like all things are possible in my mind. But yeah, he basically said, like, yeah, he felt somebody who was aesthetically pleasing, but not, like, heart source down, mentally pleasing. Like, she was basically a whore, right? So it's almost like if he was a catch and then she went to the bar and she found a bigger catch, or she let somebody distract her to a big catch. So, sir, that may be for you. You could have went out with somebody or be talking to somebody and you wanted them, but they wanted somebody else, or they want somebody else and now they don't want you or something. And it's something with, like, the program, the system, and it's like, that's just how it goes. Like, you think somebody for you and they not. So let's get into it, okay? One moment, y'all, on my phone. Okay, y'all. So let's get into these messages, because it's getting a lot of, like, ego and giving people based off how they look and hoop dreams and people having, men or women having certain statuses in society, and y'all, okay, so some of y'all are the ones who are, you know, guilty of this, okay? With love, but we all learning, it's okay. Right? I just say, even if you do bad stuff, just be forgiving and ask for forgiveness and apologize. It don't change everything, but I promise you, like, if you wrong somebody who was genuine with you, even if you, like, if it's necessary, because some people it just ain't necessary, right? Or it's just too much bad shit went on and this bitch just to go your separate ways instead of just adding to it. But if you feel that in your spirit, you know, go tell somebody you sorry. Like, I think it's okay. Right? I do think that. But it is giving, like, a lot of, like, ego, fame, and clout connections on this Terra Flame episode 3. So this is for power 1, 2, and 3. And I heard this is the strategy. So I heard program and strategy. So this is something about divine alignment, divine source, and this is how God has been wanting to bring you to your counterpart. Maybe there have been several tests and stripes and things within that person, male or female, that they have been having to work through. Okay, so for some of y'all, it's not giving. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. I don't do third party, but I'm just gonna let this one fall. This may be just a very different one. I don't do third party. I guess I personally don't, but God is trying to tell me something. So, but yeah, let's see. Okay, some of y'all sharing is important because we got 22 minutes on the clock, 22 seconds. Sharing is caring. We have mini bar. Okay, so somebody could have dated somebody at a bar, met them on a bar. Free yourself from enslavements that drain your life energy. Gossip is reversed, and boundaries. So it's giving something like the boundaries you set are help determine, like I said earlier, the type of person you date, the type of connection you have. It's like 2 blue glasses at the end, and then it's like that 1 glass on the opposite end. So it is giving, like, some of y'all are now alone, and some people are without their person because their person is with somebody else. Boundaries, and this is something with the past, though, y'all. So this is past. So this is just clarity of a connection from the past. So this could be why you and somebody had stagnation or separated or broke up. And I feel like this is being talked about right now. So this could be you expressing yourself, or they are going to come clean, or someone's going to tell you. And it's also something seen is going to, like, trigger this, or trigger you to know, like, okay, confirming it. Like, it's not going to be like a gesture, like, I wonder, or I think, like, you had a lot of tea and receipts and you needed, like, one more thing to confirm it, and it's like, this is going to confirm it. But this is about a soul connection. So this is about a karmic soul connection that you have with somebody. I don't know the purpose, but I'm guessing this clarity will help you to move forward with your divine counterpart once you meet them or have them, or once they come around. What else? We got visitor foyer. So yeah, it says pay attention to new people in your life at this time and strangers. So yeah, somebody, I heard the word complain. So this is past life energy, right? This is a past position and past situation, right? This is to bring you clarity for the now. So take it as it resonates. So somebody had somebody that they was complaining about, or they said that they was complaining about this person. Okay, y'all, so I'm spying on a connection from your ex, but it's relevant to you now. So just take it as it resonates. We also have maid, yeah. Giving help, support, serve. Someone is coming your way to change your life for the better. So it's giving, like, this person that they were with was someone they feel could better serve them, better push them in positions, better put them in the right place that they need to be. Especially with this fence here, they always were very guarded And it's something about them feeling like they needed this, some sort of support. And it was a support they didn't feel like they could get from you. What else? Dependency is right here though, but it also gives dependency. So I don't even know if you, with the cycles card, it says repeating cycles, break the cycle or whatever. And dependency right here, you probably was the type to be like, I'm not finna repeat no dead ass cycles or no toxic ass cycles. Like, I've outgrown it. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with that no more, if that makes sense. Like so it's giving like y'all outgrew something, a pattern that maybe you and this person, this soulmate connection, karmic connection was having, and they didn't grow with you. You outgrew them. And since you outgrew them, they stayed behind and this other person came in, or they was already around lingering, right? It could have been a friend, or like I said, maybe a family member or something like that, known or unknown. Or it could have been some sort of setup, because I did say like the person just did so they can get your energy through your man right after you broke up with him or left him, or she did it to get, you know what I'm saying, take it serious. You don't gotta be like, it could be a female, it could be a male, right? But they did all this, because I do see a male cousin. They did all this because they could just steal from you and kind of get your life, get your lifestyle. So you could have been with somebody very well-to-do, very strong, very opinionated, very caregiving, very mindful, very honest, very soft-spoken, very genuine, but also kind of still very closed. And then you didn't know that because they were very good at hiding it. And I feel like there was some sort of situation to where, again, you outgrew them and they could not keep up. So one thing I learned, like, especially like watching the stories and just journaling and channeling and just, I don't know, I guess I feel like I've always been like a studier of love and self-love and stuff like that. Like, when you date people, at least for me, I will say this, a lot of them do mirror things. Not everybody, but some of them do mirror things. And I feel like a lot of the times, even if they're not long time partners, that they are supposed to help you grow, right? But with that, what I realized is anybody, my thigh itching, anybody who, if it was some kind of big wound or things I needed to heal within myself or whatever, like let's say it was an abandonment wound, for example. If I got through that abandonment wound and I did stay and I did try to, like, you can't fix somebody or change somebody, but just be there, support, still be there, let them do what they got to do or whatever. But if it got to the point to where it was killing me, draining me, or taking me from my dreams, my destination, or my purpose, or God, like those were my extreme boundaries, I left, right? But I always made sure before I left that I would communicate these things, because I'm like, I'm not gonna do this with you because you keep doing this, and I'm a lover, so I'm okay, Pisces rising, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to you through it, and I'm gonna be there for a minute. But at a certain point, and it's giving like crown chakra shit, my soul, or that the goddess that I am that is in me, she's gonna be like, move on, and I have to honor that. So it's giving like, whether you male or female, you outgrew something, because this also is a woman here. So, sir, you could have outgrew something with this woman, and your cousin came in, or a homie came in, or something like that, and you about to find out, or it's going to develop, or they tried to, or something like that, or a friend of a friend of a friend, and they knew you was fucking with them, or something like that, and they came out after the fact, or whatever. And again, that could have blocked y'all, or caused stagnation, or took you finally away from them. But I'm giving you clarity and confirmation on that, because you outgrew something, and she, even as supportive as she currently was at the time, she just didn't have enough soul, spirit, maybe God in her or something like that. And you decided over time to leave. Like, you didn't do it hastily, you didn't do it fast, you just decided to go. Yeah. And that's what I was saying, like, same thing, like that's the same thing I was saying, like, sometimes, like, you want to grow, right? And sometimes one person is the head, and that's fine. Sometimes the woman is, sometimes the man is, sometimes y'all on the same level. Sometimes the man can be three steps ahead. I had men a little more developed than me on some shit, or sometimes I'm more developed on them. But like, my thing is, like, you get somebody you can do it with is different. But if it's one of y'all, the main one that's always doing it, and the one that's always ahead, at some point you're gonna be so far ahead that they're just not there, right? And it ain't just one thing, it's probably more than likely multiple things. And at that point, you have to kind of decide for yourself, and self-esteem and boundaries, belief in who and what you are, and purpose. Do this person still align, or was it just for a season or in a time? And that's what this giving, this separation is giving. This is the thing that broke y'all up and separating y'all. But again, these other parties are in the energy, like with the foyer and the gossip and the tea, and this helpmate woman energy coming out, and somebody at a bar, low key, and then cycles returning. So it's also giving like whoever this other person was, male or female, after you left, or maybe again they was cheating, you didn't know, or that's why slowdown happened. They was the equal vibration of them, of the things that they needed to heal and grow from, or that's who they with now, and that's why. Because I feel like some of y'all are asking like, well, why are they with them, or why do they date them, or why are they talking to them? But it's like, because they're needing to heal and grow through something with this person, right? And this could have even came if y'all just genuinely broke up and then they got with this person after the fact, and you just didn't know, but now you are getting again that confirmation because you get all the signs or whatever. Or again, you have the actual receipts because the T set is here. So yes, for some of y'all, it's third party cheating type messy shit, and for some of y'all, it's just you've heard or you've seen it, and it's like, okay, that's who you with, but they with them because again, you got the cloud, you got the ego, you got the healing wounds, the vibrational match. Everything is about vibration and energy, right? But and I heard don't go back because again, they're healing something. So some of them may try to come back towards you, whether they are done with this person or not, or you found out or not, and Spirit is saying to keep going forward. Because again, you got to remember, you were probably already 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps ahead of this person. And then for them to backtrack, only realize they done with this person, don't want this person, or don't need this person, but they really want you, maybe because something in them shook up, woke up. They also could have been under a spell for some of y'all. So I do get that a little bit. That's a little different, and we'll get to that later, but I'm gonna put the spell to the side. But everybody outside of the spell work, but like, yeah, you don't want the person because they're not on your level, okay? And that just means, to me personally, they just drained this man or this woman, and now they want to come back to you because they done draining them. So they never really was probably genuinely your person anyway, because that's probably not something you would do. You probably are kind of like what I'm saying, like wise, mature, we can do it together, or sometimes I'm ahead, sometimes you ahead, or sometimes we can work at it together. But again, like, if I'm the only one doing it, or we're not doing it together, and then I get to the point to where it's like denying my purpose, God, and things like that, and I've been doing this and patient with you for a long time, what can I do, right? And this will be now. So this is something about what happened before in the past, but this will be giving you the clarity, so when the person comes now or tries to come back in now, you got the message that you need, or the confirmation that you need to be like, no. Confirmation, rocking chair, back and forth, doubt, in and out. Don't let indecision keep you stuck. I'm not making this up. And this person is just going to keep, I'm going to put this under the dry part, they're just going to keep going in and out because that's not a healed person. That's not a changed person. Because I would be asking them, well, where was you at and what was you doing? And I'm very adamant on my intuition. So, like, depending on the scenario, depending on, even if it's not a a plain twin flame, or you're not sure. Because for some of y'all, you're like, well, what if this is my twin? And I feel like it's my twin. Okay, so for some of y'all, who y'all feel like it's that deep of a connection, possibly. For one, telepathy gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like you reading them like through a glass cup of water. Like, you're gonna be able to see, feel anything, whether they're around you or not. I swear to God. Then, and twin or not, because I can feel a lot of people. And this ain't just because of actual things. It's people I feel that I didn't even have sex with. Like, I don't feel them no more because, like, you know, I still... And that's another thing. If it's emotional, it's still a cord. So I still have done cord cuttings with emotional connections, right? You don't have to just be sex. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to feel it, period. Especially if you're extra sensitive. I'm very sensitive to energy, so I have to be mindful of that. But you'll feel it. You'll see it. You'll know it. I've had situations to where, like, I was talking and dating somebody. We didn't never have sex or whatever. We spent the night. I ain't gonna hold you. We spent the night. We would go out, stuff like that. But, like, we never was intimate. He never ate it. Never did nothing, okay? I would say I love him, but I mean, I guess I had a love for him. It was like a deep connection, but it wasn't like a in-love thing. It was different. And I needed it, to be honest. And it was very nice and very intimate. It was a different type of intimacy without physicality, right? So I used to be, God would give me downloads, and let's say we was having like an issue, and God would be like, okay, this is what he's saying. And I'd be like, what? And God would be already kind of programming me to let me know, like, whoever I deal with at the level of person that I am, seeker that I am, I would say this. She was already letting me know, because God for me is a woman or has feminine, lines or whatever. She's like, yeah, he gonna say da da da. And I kid you not, we'll be like texting, or maybe I won't hear from him. Let's say we into it, like later at night, he'll say exactly what the fuck she said. And then it kept happening. And then it started happening just in regular connections around me. Like, it's always when I'm into it with people for some reason. And they're like, yeah, da da da. But God was showing me, like, if this person, this is just an example, y'all. And I'm giving y'all my business, but it's to help. If this person is really aligned with, you know, me and you. Because, like, if I want somebody who align with God's vision for my life, then if God is saying, you know, they're going to da 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 da, then they going to be saying something around this or to this effect, right? And when they did, it was just confirmed, like, okay, keep going, right? Regardless if it was a karmic soulmate. Like, and karmic don't mean evil. It just, we didn't stay together, right? It was a couple years ago. Like, we just didn't stay together. And it was someone I dated. We weren't even in a relationship. We just dated for a couple months. So, yeah, that's all I'm supposed to say. So, yeah, take that as it resonates. So, yeah, you will know or whatever. So, you won't have to guess, because you will know. And sometimes with connections, you get very emotional. You get very, like, jittery, nervous, because nobody wants to hear about their person doing something with somebody else, family, friends, or not. They don't want to be the talk of the town. You don't want to see it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to feel it. It's also something about if they're very popular or you're very popular, like, you damn sure don't want to be seen, or they don't want to be seen in that type of situation. It's a lot of, like, extra energy and focus in y'all business. That as well could have had y'all going in and out. I don't know. God told me to come on, so I'm gonna come on. This is a very funny message. Yeah, it's time. I told y'all in the car. Yeah, so it's gonna be some forward motion. I feel like Mercury retrograde is significant because Mercury retrograde was in August and it was in November. So this could have been just information and other details that you had no idea that were going on during Mercury retrograde. There also could have been car problems. Whether you had car problems, they had car problems, is significant. We have 10-10 on the clock, so the 10-10 portal is very significant. There wasn't any retrograde energy doing this, but this could have been a very dead zone or quiet zone for you and this person. Like, y'all wasn't talking at all. For some of y'all, maybe y'all was, but it was like mischief. Let me see. Let's get some clarifiers. So, yeah, I like this reading. This is funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's just like, this is some mess. Because what happened and with who and with what? Okay, so I don't know which ones to get first. I got my romance stick right here. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Somebody father is significant. Okay. Don't want to do energy. Not yet. Let's just do the mess. Okay. So let's just see what was going on with this connection of this third party or this other person after y'all split and broke up or stopped talking. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. So this is recent past. Even if y'all was married, engaged, boyfriend, girlfriend, talking, seriously talking, this was recent past. Because I said 10-10 and I said 8-8. Because the 8-8 portal, Mercury retrograde, was around the same time. Then there was another retrograde in November. Their birthday could be in November as well. Or your birthday's in November. Yeah, this is something you just don't know. I feel like they were, for some of y'all, the people where I said it's like not third party, not messy, but it's just like y'all split up and they didn't call or you didn't call or something, y'all didn't talk. They were healing their shadow, right? For some of y'all in that group of people. Other people, it's a little messy, right? And it's still gonna all have mess, but it's just like different groups of energy I'm feeling. Yeah, travel journey, and now they want to move forward with you. So for some of you all outside the messy shit, like I said, like it's probably, that's probably more than likely as well the group that got the magic in it too, because a lot of the times they be connected. This person, this was after y'all split up. This wasn't when y'all was together. After y'all started talking, this wasn't when y'all was talking. But this is where they been, or where they were, or where they finna come from. But for some reason, you've been wanting or needing the clarity, but you haven't asked them yet. And I do feel like Knight of Swords energy is coming up. They're going to tell you if the opportunity comes up. So I don't know if you're going to want to take this person back. You don't have to. Because sometimes, you know, too much time went by, or it just been too much in and out. A lot of times it is what happens with like these relationships. There be a lot of back and forth, a lot of in and out. you know, and it says make a decision before a decision has to be made. So it could be times is up, especially with 10-10. That could be an ending that's a beginning. Like maybe you are ready for somebody new. T-set card reversed. Regardless, maybe all y'all like, I don't even give a fuck. Let's see. What was going on with the person, with y'all ex? I'm going to call everybody y'all ex, right? Because it's somebody y'all not with no more. Or don't talk to no more. Regardless if it was genuine line or messy line, okay? Messy line meaning like it was messy shit, third party shit, you trying to confirm your family, friend, whoever, or just somebody run away, or like y'all genuinely split up, but you maybe felt them or thought they should have came, or you've been wondering where they been type shit. So like, okay, what was going on with this connection before them? Well, in the past. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So yeah, they formed a friendship with somebody. Reverse. It says past life love. Your soul remembers this connection. Because this is somebody they thought was a past life connection and it wasn't. Then you have rejection. It says this rejection is actually divine protection. So yeah, that friendship, that connection for some of them, not all. Because like I said, some of y'all, they may still be in it a little bit. If that makes sense, being messy and shit. Like it's been blocked. Meaning like this person that they've been with is been blocked, meaning like that shit is no more. Yeah, it's not no more. So yeah, they not with this person no more. So their connection is stopped. Terraflame episode 3, okay. Upright, we gotta wait. The timing is quite not right. But for some of y'all, it may have not even been like a long-term situation. It could have been like a quick little rendezvous type of situation and they got out of it, but they just has not came to you yet because they've been trying to work through something. Debt is significant. Finances, stability. It says the relationship can stand the test of time. And stability kind of, I feel like, relates to what I just said. Their finances could be significant. And also them trying to really process. This is so messy, God. But I guess life is messy, so let me just read it. Please take this with a grain of salt. It's entertainment purposes only and keep up. I'm not trying to tell nobody to go back to nobody they don't need to go back to, but life is really this messy, man. Because people just be learning this shit, right? We all do. Okay, so it says stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So again, somewhat stability and debt is why some of these people have not came back to y'all yet. For some of you all, they are reevaluating your connection, if it's real, if it's genuine. So some of them may have actually healed, honestly. Some of them. Y'all can't tell y'all who. I mean, if you want your person to read, I can, but I can't say if this your man or this your woman. All things I say are true. Just take it as it resonates. I feel like you would know, though. You know your person. You know how they was with you. You probably been getting a sign. I don't even feel like it's signs. It got tea and gossip in the reverse. So this, my light just flashed. So it's like, this means people been telling you. You been hearing and seeing the shit in 4K. Like, social media. Instagram. This also could do some. Y'all could be. Are y'all famous? I heard Weinstein. Like Harry Weinstein or Harvey Weinstein. Some kind of entertainer is significant. I don't know. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed out. This thing came out twice. So for some of y'all, it's like, don't deal with this person. Or I was going to say, to be honest, they have better boundaries with them. We have denial. We have detached love to see the truth clearly. Some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all as well have been under a spell. We have finances. Financial challenges are affected this connection. I told y'all I did. So for some of you all, I am getting, at this point, somebody been healing, been trying to grow. They did have to heal some shit that they were not on par with you with the connection. And now you've been detaching and having time and space. They've been having time and space. They've been trying to become more stable with their finances, and with with understanding why the relationship was the way with you. But first they move forward. And this is making them have more self-control and not moving off of so much of emotions and feelings and possibly gossip. I heard the word gossip too. So y'all just could have had, again, it's giving like a lot of people in y'all connection, whether you knew it or not. For some of y'all, the third party energy may not even be a man or woman. It could be just people nosy as fuck and messy as fuck, and they just hating on y'all. Or been hating. And they just split up and they just been trying to get their shit together the whole time. Support. It says lean on your circle during this time. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. I can't make this up. I'm not lying. For some of y'all, 44 minutes on the clock. This is something physical and firm. Stability. So that money, that stability, that foundation. Y'all probably just didn't have a good foundation first. Y'all might have had trust issues too, because if gossip was a thing for the ones who is really probably not an actual person, And I feel like some of y'all know that for sure. I feel like this is just a confirmation reading. Please don't make up shit as I go. And don't evade. If you know, right? Yeah. And then we have addiction in reverse. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Yeah. So for some of y'all, like I said, this person is not safe. They're not ready. You need to have boundaries with. They just messy. They just toxic. They just trying to play. They drain them, and now they're coming back to you. They also can see your worth and value, where you male or female, and know they fucked up, and now they're trying to come back. But it's not like a, you know how you genuinely could be somebody who genuinely maybe don't. That's why I say, like, forgiveness is so important. But when you forgive, you do not have to take people back. So just keep that in mind. But you know how sometimes in life we do make the wrong decision or the wrong choice, not because we're being mean, not because we're being toxic, not because we're trying to be a hoe or a player or nothing like that. We just genuinely don't see the person or see the scenario or see the opportunity. And through losing the opportunity or the person, we then learn and see the value of the person. That's different than, I need your energy, I need your time, I ain't on your level, I'm messy, I'm childish, I got addiction issues, I really just hop where I'm excited at, or I hop where I'm necessarily taking it. Or again, it's the ego, it's the cloud, it's the fame, it's the money. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of intention and why. Even though it is mirroring the same scenario in the physical, but the psychological makeup, the intention behind it is not the same. Like, their intention is not the same. Which means that person, the first person I explained, of course, they're genuinely just trying and they fucked up and they couldn't see it. That's when you have to gauge your intuition and God, what you want to do, versus this home wrecking hoe or man or messy person who just ain't got their shit together, and they gonna act like they do. Act like they grown, but they really don't, right? But you probably would know that because they've been like that the whole time. And you probably have always had signs that they were like that the whole time. What else? Yeah, acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. So overall, for both groups, because now it's getting into two big groups, just with layers, everything happens for a reason. Like, this had to happen, period. Boundaries are significant though, because I feel like, I was just gonna say lessons, and the lesson card came out. Everyone needs to learn their lesson. So I think that's why, even though I have the weight card here, even though I have it on the side, or I ain't gonna say on the side, but I have it more on the side with, like, maybe it is it on the side with Nina, like, grew up and healed and did shadow work, and now they focus on their finances, or maybe their finances are the issue, or maybe it was just people being messy and their business being the issue. It could have been their family, your family. That also could have been cousins. It didn't have to be they kissed your cousin. It could have just been your cousin. Like, you just don't know, right? Or they cousins could have been being messy or whatever. It's just important to make sure that there isn't a rush to come back, because you want to ensure that everybody has learned their lesson, right? You want to be patient. Patience is very important right now. And then clock. But it is happening now, because that divine timing clock is coming out. But it also says patience, confirmation. So, and it also has boundaries. But when I look at this, I am really setting this up in two ways. So let's see. Let me just review. Yeah, some of them, like I said, could have went on, and honestly, yeah, some of them could have went away with somebody else temporarily that they're not with no more. Even on, like, the second group that I said is, like, use your intuition if you should go back. And some of it is family, I heard, and the gossiping family, and they was hating. Also, the bar just gives being outside, being on the town, drinking and kicking it all the time. You could have been focusing on yourself in a certain way, but they could have just been chilling with others. I'm hearing male or female, so it could have just been like a lot of play type of energy, maybe nothing serious, but still like testing the waters just to see. And honestly, I don't like to say this, but sometimes, like, people need to test the waters. People need to see, because sometimes people need to realize, kind of like I just said, like, there's nothing out there. Once you realize that's your person. And sometimes you don't know, especially if you male or female, because usually we say the men, but, like, women don't always know that the male is their person. Every woman not super psychic, and every woman's not tapped into her intuition like that. Not in a bad way. She could be tapped into her femininity, her confidence, her courage, her nurturing, right? She could have an intuition, a second knowing, but every woman ain't on like that. Like, every woman don't think like that. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna clarify this friendship card. This friendship is leading to more. So this side is giving addiction, rejection, past life love rejected, friendship rejected, but it's to teach them a lesson, divine timing, the car moving forward, and the maid over here. So it's giving like helper vibe, support vibe, but just someone more on their vibrational match to deal with all this shit that they got going on, or she got going on her specifically. So let's clarify this energy over here. Retreat. It says, yeah, the time alone in nature will help you recharge. So I feel like someone is also in an energy of stagnation. So it's almost like the same thing they were doing with you, they have done with this other person. So now I'm getting it. Okay, so remember, this is a past reading, and I'm saying it with present words, but this, for some of, okay, take it as it resonates, right? I ain't gonna confuse y'all no more. Yeah, so a lot of the things they did with you, they did with them. You know, some people don't really change. They just grow and be at the level that they at, but it's not no more than where they are. A lot of people actually don't change. And that was a long lesson I had to learn. Because I'm like, I do all this work, so I'm going to attract people that change. It don't work like that a lot of the time. Right? Because you only got one person. Like, I'm only going to have one man at the end that I'm going to marry. Right? Friends included. I'm only going to have so many friends, right? Healing old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So, yeah. Growing, addiction over here. Healing wounds. This is exactly what I said. And this could still be for everybody, but I have the energy primarily over here. It says your true love is here and they're already part of your life right now. And then we have reverse leap of faith. It's safe for you to make the move you're considering. So I feel like for many in awakening reverse, someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I also heard undoing. So, okay. I'm gonna leave that in the upright right there. But it is giving like overall, everybody, including you, been doing a lot of retreat, alone time, and healing. But more importantly, this other person, this is what they were supposed to be doing. And some of them are still heavily in that kind of energy. And some of them are coming out of that energy towards you now. But this is, again, where they just been and what's been going on. Let me clarify some more. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Terrifying episode 3. I heard this is happening to me. Let me know down there, okay? 51. Okay, it says first aid kit, urgent, preparedness, safety. Stay prepared for unforeseen circumstances by planning ahead. Okay, so I'm looking at this closet. And at first I was like, oh, a baby? Because, you know, I feel like babies come out of nowhere. But it's not a baby. It's just giving like, it's literally giving something unforeseen. So let's see, what's unforeseen, Spirit? What would be the unforeseen thing? Or can you give us a clue of what that would be? Something with you is significant, y'all. Something about how y'all taking care of yourself, how y'all working, how y'all living, some sort of development. So this could be you moving up in ranks in totality and like in affection and in esteem and building and brilliance is significant. Okay, so this is kind of switching. You weren't prepared for this type of success that you're about to come into. It says treat your body with care and make healthy lifestyle choices. So keep doing the things you need to do to keep yourself prepared and ready for what you're about to receive. Do not let this connection, even if it was a significant connection, cut you off or stop you from taking care of yourself, your mind, body, soul, spirit. Nurture you and continue to work on your businesses. It says focus on you, your development, your goals, and your career path. So regardless, both of y'all, no matter who the person is or how they was, y'all all need to make sure y'all are doing and studying, I heard, doing what's necessary to move forward. Let me get the what's the T cards. And then I'm gonna do the, yeah, that's it. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Okay. I don't know why I feel like being messy today. Just a little bit longer, then I'm gonna go light. Well, ain't no light. This is light, right? Anything else, Spirit, we need with these what's the T cards? It don't gotta be a lot. Just give them a few. 2 or 3 maybe. Okay, let's start with the messy ex. The messy ex. The non-supportive ex, but need all the support. The one who ain't really genuine, who ain't really learning shit. And if they is real fucking slow and they're never gonna be on a person's level with love. I'm saying that with love. But again, you know, some of y'all gonna want to go back, but that's just, this is the warning, just to know what you're going back to, okay? Let me see what they got going on. Love is love, I heard. I ain't judging y'all. Yeah, fake smile. Saying hi, but hating inside. Two-faced energy. Watch who's smiling at you. Okay. I feel like for some of y'all know who and what that exactly is. Don't let these people smile in y'all face knowing that was gossiping or talking about you and your person, even if it was the messy connection. Because regardless, you don't want to be in nobody's face who was messy towards you in a connection. Even if that was you and that person's connection, that's you and that person's connection, right? Period. And this could have been a friend. A friend could be doing it. Hell, the friend could want your man or want your girl. The whole time. They could be in, right? It says, shine, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. Stay unapologetically you. Yeah, again, that go back to that self-esteem, working out, being high, staying stable, focusing on your finances over here too. So maybe both of y'all doing it. Just make sure you loving yourself as well too at this time, regardless if this person comes or not. Because even with this person who may be doing shadow work or has slowed down or has not came just yet, or who has really done this, and even though Spirit is saying it's good to go, again, they may not come, they may not show, or you may become so in love with yourself. Hell, you may quantum jump out their ass again. 55 minutes on the clock. I can't make this up. That's possible. And you may attract somebody else. You are single. Period. So remember that. Okay? But it is just giving you clarity. So if you have some sort of hole or ache or pain, and maybe you have some sort of emotional blockage in yourself and your heart chakra, this is allowing you to get the clarity regardless to move on and kind of just make peace with the scenario. Because it's only so much, you know, information and tea we can get. And then imagine getting all the tea and the gossip and the receipts, but it's so messy and mixed that you don't know what to believe. And then tarot, for instance, you know, timeless message, but things can change at any moment, any second. But this is kind of like a past energy reading. Clarifies a lot of it and fills in the holes and gaps. That's why I love tarot. That what I just said, no facts, all vibes, no receipts, talking nonsense, messy storytelling. That's what I'm saying. Most people have just been gossiping. Male, female, family, friends, the other person, the other friend, like online, is specifically online. Like, and it may be you could be looking at them, watching some online, and it's not even really true. It's just like hypothetical things, and you don't know if it's a real thing. You don't know if it's true. You don't know if it's valid, because everything can look like what it is and it's not, and it can be triggering and harming to you too, right? Regardless if it is or isn't. And that creates stagnation and separation too, even if that's just fake shit. Right? Because you might have the wounds that you're still healing. Because remember, childhood wounds was out here too. And I mean, everybody healing. What else? You should have come in, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Sarah the One. Cash out me. Okay. Marrying for money. What I tell you. So, marrying for clout. Marrying for money. Getting connections for clout for money. Saying hi at you. There is somebody coming to somebody specifically. This is a timeless general reading that is going to come say hi to you about this. Like, somebody's going to come holler at you about the scenario. Like, they going to come tell you about your person, whether you fucking with them or not. Like, they going to come say, hey, I know you used to with what's her name, and let me tell you what's up. I ain't lying. Because it's something about what they have been doing in secret or had did in secret. And it's like time is up. So it's like, period. Maybe they had enough time to tell you, but they haven't told you. So Spirit is going to ensure. And it may be somebody you least suspect with this fake smiles card. Because I was reading the words there that made me say that prompted me. So it may be like the last person you would think to come to you. But for some reason, they know y'all was linked up or dating or talking on the low or whatever. And it might not be on the low, but like, they knew enough, right? And they knew enough to be like, girl or bro, let me come tell you what's really going on, because I just need you to know. But also be aware of people like that, because that's messy as fuck in my opinion. Because it's like, you never talked to me before, bitch. And what I just say, cock blocking. So this is how messy the shit is. You want to take heed to what they saying, because I believe it be truth and lies. But also some lies are just lies. But it's like, what's prompting the lie? What's prompting you to come? So it's like, I'm very investigative, bitch. I will get down to it. I'm going to read that shit to crumbs. I love being able to see. Because, baby, I don't care if it's a near and it take me a whole 90 days, bitch. I'm going to get the tea. And you're not going to know. And I'm going to look at you in your face like, and you won't fuck with me ever again. Bitch is like, where you go? Whoa. This also says first aid kit, urgent preparedness, safety. Stay prepared for unseen circumstances. Some of y'all need to go get tested. Today, like right now. And I feel like I said this a couple messages ago, or I don't know if I released that message, but some of y'all need to go get tested. And I did put this on the side with the person. So there could be gossip about having something catching a case. Catching a case could also be lawsuits though as well too. Something about, yeah, that's it. What else? Love triangle, third party involved, torn between two or multiple lovers. I ain't making it up. Confirmation for some of y'all. mean, I'm putting it over here too. Shit, some of y'all could have somebody who like fuck with you and fuck with somebody else, or like love you and somebody else. Like some of them could really be fucking in between you and this other person. They ain't with you, but they could be thinking of you, which is why they ain't came yet. While they dealing with this other person, trying to figure out what they want to do. Or this is what they were doing, right? Or I guess this is what they was doing, because some of y'all haven't had the person meet y'all up yet. And some of y'all is already in it. And some of y'all, this person is coming, or you should be aware. So you see how the timelines are mixing? So y'all just take this as it resonates. It says cloud hungry. What I tell y'all, them stories are so significant. I was giving at the end, y'all men need to watch the women and the women need to watch the men. And then like the intermingling of friendships and people dating everybody, that shit is weird as fuck to me. But I know people do it. But I get why, like, if I was dating somebody and he'd be like, you care about your ex dating, da-da. Like, I could see my man tripping, but like, I'm not tripping because of that. I just think it's weird as fuck, right? I don't want the nigga. If I did, I would be with him, right? But it's just like, it's weird. You know, especially depending on who is actually dealing with the person. This shit is weird. But men do it too. But it's crazy because like we'll justify men when men don't care. Men date they homie ex all the time. But that shit's still messy and weird, right? Like, I don't know. Like, especially depending on how close the connection was. Cloud hungry, viral or nothing, lies for attention. Lives for attention, makes shit up for drama. I'm not lying. Yeah, this just messy. Okay, well, I guess I don't even want to look at the tea no more, honey. Is that it? Yeah, bad reputation. So, again, it's something about a lot of gossip, a lot of reputation. Terraflame episode 3. Period. They just messy. The town is messy. The city is messy, okay? What's that? Dodging bullets. Somebody don't want to answer the question. Or is never gonna answer the question. If I ask a man a question straight to his face and he don't answer, that's a red flag. And I've done that. And it took, and I ain't gonna lie, it was somebody I liked. And I was like, da-da-da. And they didn't answer. I asked them again. They didn't answer. I said, yo, you dodging it. The first time I was like, then someone was like, no, ask him again. And I was like, yeah, that's weird. Because there's no reason not to answer the question. Like, why fight the answer? Okay, what's gossip? So we had what's the tea, what's gossip? God said give them all the details. I like these cards because they're very descriptive. Even though these are descriptive energy, like, but this gives you like more archetypical type of answers and questions. All right, Spirit, what else you got for them? Terraflame episode 3, pound 1, pound 2, pound 3. Okay, so let's focus on the aspects of the magic. So we had somebody where I said that you had magic on you, your person had magic on them. This involved gossiping and tea. May or may not third party, but third party don't have to be cheating. Old wounds just came up. Everything happens for a reason. Rejection was protection, because sometimes God will separate two people who do need to be alone at a certain point. I do believe that if they're not getting it or understanding something. So let's see that group. I mean, I guess that's the third group, but it's kind of like y'all all going through the same similar things. So let's see what that group got going on. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. If y'all want your own personal reading, email me at spiritualoasisashay@gmail.com. We have Photoshop, fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, and filtered beyond recognition. Why does give me Kim Kardashian? No shade, allegedly. I don't even know. I just be saying allegedly because I be watching them gossiping channels so much. But yeah, somebody's fake online. Somebody doesn't really show up as they are. So this could be you or your partner. No shade. Okay, bounce back. Resilience after setbacks. Recovering quickly. Determination to rise again and can't keep me down. So yeah, it could be somebody felt betrayed. And now they're getting in a space, whether you or them, of kind of rising again, that phoenix rising energy and wanting to move forward. I'm looking at messy storyteller. It's amazing because black magic don't have to just be somebody doing spells or like rituals or a spell book or finding some shit online or some stupid shit like that. Like somebody could just be gossiping about you all day, every day. That's black magic. That is black magic. I swear to God. Right hand of God. That's black magic. It's as simple as that. Retirement goals, long-term stability, future planning, relaxation, earn, live dreams. Yeah, some of them, like I said, you or them or both of y'all have just really, regardless in the space, have been focusing more on the stability And that has been really a main factor, if not the factor of why you're all separated. Because it's so, some of y'all, it could have just been about maturation, right? Just typical maturing shit. It ain't even that deep. But I mean, if it's cloud chasing around, it's energy around, it's people gossiping, still involved in your connection or trying to tell you stuff lying or truthful, like you gonna think anything, right? And then you kind of like in your feelings, because this is your person in your mind, right? Because this don't have to be a person. Like I said, some people may come back, may not come back, regardless of whatever side you on, and that's okay. You have free will. It says unbreakable and inner toughness. Nothing can break me. Yeah, something or someone was trying to break some of y'all down, though, individually or together, to create this separation. So just be mindful of that if you do go back to this person, to maybe do some spell work, cleansing spell work on you and your person, and have real conversations, because a lot of things can attach to us if we don't release them, and allow the same situations to repeat. So them conversations help. Breadcrumbing, yeah, giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. Yeah, that's that stagnation energy I was talking about. They could be coming in with commitment now, and they didn't at first. Possible, right? We have new energy. It says DM slide, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, text in the water, slide to inbox. So yeah, they could be coming first, living, the living portal is significant. I don't know, maybe you was touching going with them then, but it ain't really in this stagnation, like with this breadcrumb card out. Just kind of testing the water to see how y'all feel. Just a quick little, hey, how you doing type situation. But now they could be coming in with the full blank. Where you at? What you doing? Let's go out. Let's go talk. Let's go chat. Like something more direct. And I heard new energy, right? So I specifically said new energy, meaning like they're going to come at you with a new energy, not the same energy. I would say this, if somebody you care about, and even if your spirit has always gave you positive signs, but yet you've experienced something like this, or just in general where it's very like stagnative and it's just weird, it's probably some magic going on, but also it's probably something that they haven't released or you haven't released that y'all need to work on, which is allowing this energy to continue to fester and grow, or just stay still. A lot of this shit I realize with the I call it tarot flame, because we use tarot, they flames, like twin flames, whatever. I think it's cute. A lot of this tarot flame shit, I feel like it's just about healing, like together or separate. I feel like the ultimate goal is, regardless if you got trauma or not, that you will always have something to work through and grow through, even if it's not trauma, but it's being better at doing it individually, but at some point with your person, so that you don't separate. But it takes a lot of vulnerability and willpower and God to do that. Blocked. It say booked and busy, but I heard blocked. So some of y'all could be blocked. I'm just being honest. I don't know what y'all did. Y'all could have said something, done something. Yeah, I mean, it say booked and busy, but it's just God said blocked. And it's a calendar. So it's like not making time, not wanting to give time. But I am saying take shit up for drama. So it could be just people extending y'all situation, y'all separation longer. And I'm even looking at the back of the cards like, damn, right? And in that case, you know, focus more on yourself. There's no reason to wait on nobody because you are single, right? Anything else? I'm gonna wrap this up with some romance oracle cards. This is Tarot Flame episode 3. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that follow button. That didn't really pop out. That one switch. Okay, it says status upgrade, new achievements, improved social standing, lifestyle elevation, next level. Yeah, stay prepared, so you don't gotta get prepared. Keep moving forward. Keep focusing on your mind, body, soul, spirit, and your finances. For some of y'all, the person gonna come in with their new energy. For others, this person may not, or they may be stagnative, because y'all know mess up and make it worse because of just the things that they haven't healed yet, or just all this drama ass energy. And for some of y'all, like I said, they ain't came because genuinely maybe they did step out or whatever to see, and they just in between, and it's something they need to learn. So, you know, trust your intuition and trust God. I can't tell you what to do, but I always say keep moving forward, right? Your person would be your person who whatever you want genuinely wants you, right? So if it's something genuine is of God, it'll come to you in the divine timing though, right? But, you know, don't pressure yourself or whatever. And we do have ghosts on the back, so some of them may not ever come back. Or you may decide, I'm good, I've reached this level of, you know, fame, success, or empowerment, and as much as I love this person, it's just enough is enough. Like, because on days, you know, there's too much stagnation, there's too much back and forth, it's too much drama, they not listening, whether they did cheat, didn't cheat. Like, it's just, you know, you don't have to just be cheating for you to decide you want to be with somebody, because immaturity is immaturity, and then lack of accountability is lack of accountability, right? And some people can do the work but still not quite be there. So anyways, let's see what else. Last but not least, pal number 1. So let's pull some romance oracle cards for pal number 1 on the Terra Flame episode 3. Then I'll pull some for 2, and then I'll pull some for 3, and then I'll close this, okay? If you want your own personal reading, email me at spiritualoasis@gmail.com. I do them live over the phone, or I do email version or text. I can do pre-recorded, but it is going to cost you extra, okay? Well, I guess, no, I said it right. All right, what pal number 1, Terra Flame episode 3, what do they need to know right now about this person, this connection, no matter the scenario? Unrequited love. So for pal 1, an overall energy theme is unrequited, meaning you're not getting what you're putting in, or maybe you didn't give what you got out. Same thing, I guess. Anything else pal number 1 needs? It says there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. Anything else pal number 1 needs? For some of y'all, this happened because you just didn't open up enough. You didn't share enough. You didn't talk enough. You didn't communicate enough. And I know it says getting to know each other, but I'm saying it because you didn't. I'm taking the cards as they are because I asked specifically for pal 1. If y'all remember my directions on on episode 1 and 2, this is supposed to be as detailed as possible, okay? 111 on the clock. It's not what you imagine or think, unfortunately, but it's because of certain things that were not done. And it's not blaming you, but this is to teach you how to be better in your next connection. It's something about you opening up and being more vulnerable as well, too. And it may be something, again, that you're healing. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, confirmation. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah. It look like they didn't make it. Like, let's say that's his girl and that's him. So it could be you start backing up with her like, yeah, I'm good. Like, that's just not it. She couldn't give what you put out. Unrequited love. That's what it's giving. All right, pal 2. Breadcrumbing is significant for pal 1 as well. Pal 2, we have engagement, okay? Your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment. This don't matter on whatever side, whatever. I don't know. Some of y'all could want that old thing back, even if it ain't right. But who knows? I mean, that's your life. Or it was right. What else for pal 2? Heal. Maybe y'all been healing for the engagement section of that. That's the overall theme. Oh my gosh, honeymoon, yeah. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got famous people watching me. Hey. But yeah. Or being famous, or y'all are a financially stable company or group or something like that. It's coming into favor for you. Be prepared for this. So maybe some sort of contract. Maybe like one of your purposes is to have your partner and y'all working in that type of industry. So this is confirmation. If you were waiting on that kind of thing, it's coming. I'm getting another message. Okay, what else about 2? Damn, y'all, wedding is here. I can't fucking make this up. Stay optimistic and trust. Oh, wow. They got the honeymoon, engagement, stay optimistic, wedding, and trust. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you are in the entertainment field or going to the entertainment field and you've been waiting on a partner. This is confirming that that's where your partner will be. You just have to be patient. Remember, even though I read the lines of like a current person from like a past situation, it's a past situation. You're not with this person. These people have not came yet, or they are coming, or this is why they have came back, right? But again, remember, I said at the beginning, this is also to prepare you to move forward with your divine counterpart, which for a lot of you all is not this person, right? And it was just a few of you all where it is. But overall, it gave a lot of like ghosted energy or not the right person energy. So I'm just reiterating, right? So pal 2, you know, be aware of that. All right, pal 3. Any words and encouragement for pal 3, overall themes? Okay, we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Yeah, some of y'all want to give up. And I did get that for that last group of like, he or she stagnated, you know, not sure, unsure, maybe some loop energy, maybe some sort of clouds that need to clear some emotions. Some of y'all just need to work a little harder. Love is not easy. It's like a job. You know, I ain't gonna tell y'all my business, but yeah, it's like a job. Yeah, especially the ones where I said the person gonna come back with new energy as well too. Some of y'all may be scared, don't want to, because look at her and she's like, baby, I don't know, like I love you, I got my hands on you, but baby, I don't know, you hurt me so bad and it's hurt my feelings, but baby, ooh, yeah, that's you, that's y'all. He like, girl, stop playing with me. Attraction, yeah, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, stay happy, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay up, stay encouraged, stay you, stay feminine, stay masculine. Don't let any situation, even if this person is so deeply connected to, or you was connected to, stop you from being who you are, okay? Or stop the things you have going. Anything else for pile 3? What's funny is I heard this when I said give your relationship a chance, and it came out, release your ex. So yeah, some of y'all need to let the last person go so this new person can come in. Or again, maybe that was one of the reasons that they weren't here, because they was working on that, or you've been working on that because maybe you were projecting that into your connection, or vice versa, or both of you all. So just some little extra nuggets. Self-love is important though, especially with the attraction card. So you just maybe have been healing from that. And last but not least, passion. Yeah, y'all like the sex with you is amazing. Don't worry about the race. Yeah. So that's all I got, y'all. Okay, making the effort, bottom of the deck. So path 3, they really are encouraging y'all to move forward with this person, or allow yourself to move forward so you can attract this person, okay? So I hope this wasn't confusing. It just gives overall, some people, you know, had an exchange with somebody very, very deep. Everybody did. And for the first big Hulk grab, I say about 60-70% of y'all, I'm very much a numbers person, they just not ready, or they not gonna give you what you deserve, right? The other group is mixed between they coming back and they are back and you just scared, or you're not sure if they're coming back, and I'm just confirming they are because maybe you being signs and things like that, and it's just giving you the overall energies of why they left or what happened when they were gone, because maybe you've been hearing the drama, feeling the drama, seeing the drama, things like that. But at the same time, to stay focused on yourself and what you have going on, regardless of whatever group you are, so that you can continue to be your best version of yourself, because the highest love is self-love and God's love, and regardless, that'll have you attract the best partner, and it'll keep the wrong partners from you, period, point blank. So even if you feel like you're not sure still after this, that's perfectly fine. General message, this was not specific for nobody. Pray, let it go, and continue to walk with faith and sight, and sometimes no sight, and just fill yourself up in that vibration of love, and God will keep you protected in going through what you need to go through or grow through, what's for you, but also have you with the right people, the right person. Yeah, so I hope that made sense. And I summed it up real quick because there was a lot of detail given in the reading, so just to clarify. And remember, this was just majority, like where they been, what they been doing, why they not here, now they coming, or they about to come, or I feel them, or I seen them, or I keep hearing all this shit, so what the fuck really happened? Like, it was really just that type of vibe, but it was like 2 different type of people, right? I'm unhealed, and I'm still not really healed, right? And I'm still really not right, but just different variations and levels of it. And the other person is like, I'm right, but I'm unsure, or I'm right and I'm coming. That's literally the energy. That's literally the energy. But overall, if you love yourself, you know, continue to work on yourself and what God has given you to focus on, regardless, that person gonna come in, period. Whether it's one of the 3 people, whether you need them or not, or somebody new. So you kind of gotta like free yourself as well, because even though I believe in you know, twin flames and shit like that, you know, ascension is real, healing is real, we all have free will. So a lot of times that's why they say, well, your twin flame, a lot of people don't end up with their twin flame. I believe, this is messy, I feel like in a certain point of your level of life, you will reach a certain point where there will be somebody won't let you go, and you won't let them go, and it might come off messy as fuck to others, but it won't even be, even if it's like a year or 2 situation, let's say it's even 3 years, where it's just like y'all cool for 9 months, but then y'all beef for 6 months. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, but then you cool for a whole another year, and then maybe for some reason some weird shit happened, and y'all beef for another 6 months, and then y'all finally elope. That's messy as fuck. But in my opinion, if it's not like disrespect, nobody cheating and abuse and things like that, those type of connections are going like that because of probably just abuse and trauma, and God is using y'all to heal each other in y'all selves and prepare y'all for something more on the world stage, because God wants to use y'all. That's how I look at it. So, and that's how I feel like my community is. So that's why I teach the way I teach and I preach the way I preach, because nothing is set in stone until it's set in stone. But until you reach that level, I kind of always go by, you know, you gonna, you know, keep attracting and making yourself be the best version of yourself, because you're gonna keep ascending and attracting all these partners at each level. Which is why, again, overall, it was a soulmate karmic ex I was talking about. And then at the end of the certain parts of the messages, I would say, well, some of y'all, it's a little magic. For some of y'all, yeah. But remember, 2 of the 3 of the groups was ghosted or not really, or not coming. And if they coming, they're not sure or really gonna have anything for you. Like 2/3 is what, 66, 70%? What did I say? 60 to 70% of y'all. So it's like, for most of y'all, it's not y'all's person, right? But again, you gonna get what you need to get with your person, right? So, and it's also how you value yourself and you look at life and love. So, you know, these relationships are doing what they're supposed to be doing, but you have to have a little bit more detachment and groundedness about them, so that when they do come, you can handle them better. But also, it's easier said than done, right? Because who the fuck detached in a connection? We just be flowing, living, and vibing. Period. Right? But love is a beautiful thing, so don't stop loving. Keep your heart light, keep it healed, keep it pure. Take the time, take the space you need. There is not a rush for any of these connections, new or possibly old, okay? Bye.